Good morning, you guys. Great morning, gorgeous. Good morning, handsome. Today I will be coming to you, giving you a word. Today's message is, what's the difference between testimony and matrimony? When you think about testimony, you think about testifying to events, things, places, people that has happened to you. It's like the test of time, testimony. So in a testimony, you first have to understand that you will be presented with a test in order to have that testimony. And no matter what you are going through on today, understand that God has you. He has everything under control. He's pushing you to face things and understand things and see things the way He sees you, so you can have that clarity and understanding of who you are and not always shrink down to people, situations that are presented to you. So you have to understand that you have to go through something, but the greatest key of going through something is understanding it and growing through it. Because when you grow to understand that wasn't so hard after all. It was difficult when I first started the process. It was difficult in the process. But once I got through the process, I had to understand I had to shed some things. Maybe you have to shed the way that you think, the way that you understand, the way you view things, the way you perceive things, the way your mind is open to process things, the way you internalize things. Sometimes we have to close off our heart, not meaning we have to harden our heart, but just close off our heart just a little. So little sudden things that comes to steal, kill, and destroy, to tear us down, to bother our state of mind, to hinder our growth process. Maybe in your business, maybe it may be in schooling, maybe it may be in parenting, maybe it may be in your finances, maybe it may be how you think, it may be even in your health, it may even be in your marriage. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you have to understand, if you don't grow through it, it's not about just going through the process, because anybody can go through anything. Understand, pain is free. But pain can also pay you, because you grow so much in a situation, and you learn so much. It's like when the situation comes back around, it's just like you see it for what it is. You understand the posture of the situation. You understand the posture of the person that's trying to do something to you. So instead of you retaliate, you have that understanding and clarity that I'm just being tested because I have a testimony. I hope y'all are catching that today. I hope y'all are catching that. You have to go through a test. You have to be tested. God allowed Job to be tested with his family, with his business, with his marriage, with his friends. He was tested on so many levels. And they just wanted him to deny God. But he understood that if I take this to God, and if I stand firm on God, I understand He's going to bring me through, because I understand the battle is not about me. It's about exposing things that's attached to me or connected to me that cannot go with me in the next season or into the next promotion. Because you can get in a promotion, and the people that's connected to you will swindle all your finances. Now you're back in that same rut that got you in that position. You have to understand, as you grow and you see things for what they are, you understand that it has did an amazing thing for you and to you, but because it's not what people have done to you, it's what they have done for you. And that's allowed you to understand who you are not and who you belong to. So we're going to go to part 2 of this, and that's about matrimony. When you think about matrimony, you think about covenant, you think about union, you think about coming together. You think about all the glitz and glamour of a marriage, of a union, of a family, of a business. But you never think about the tests and the trials and the tribulations that will come with the marriage. Yes, when you get married, you have this beautiful wedding, you have these beautiful rings, but that's not what marriage is about. That's just a piece of it, like 1% of it. But when you understand with matrimony, in order for it to really work, you have to have communication, you have to have understanding, you have to have patience, you have to have the clarity and wisdom from God to understand it's not about you. And that it goes back to testimony. When you learn your testimony, you understand your test. So when you get in a marriage, you have to see it as the same thing. It's still going to be tests. It's still going to be things that you don't like about your partner. It's still going to be places that you cannot go anymore because you're no longer single. And those may be tests. You may be tested with communication. It's silent. But yeah, you may be tested with communication. You may be tested with your finances. You may be tested with insecurity. That's a test. But you have to understand, with the testimony, it comes a test. So in my marriage, I'm going to be tested. But if I just hold on and trust God, and I understand that no matter what is coming my way, no matter what is trying to deter me, if I just stay patient and I trust God, because He said He will fight my battles. I can't take the situation into my own hand, because I had to learn in order for me to be blessed. Because on the other side of a test equals the testimony, but it still equals promotion. It still equals union, which is marriage. It still equals covenant, because I grew in my tests. As God allowed Job to be tested, so I understand He's going to allow me to be tested, because He's not only just testing me with unions, He's testing me with my character. He's testing me with people, relationships, how I interact with people. Do I hold grudges? Am I insecure? Would I just walk away when it doesn't seem right, or it doesn't look right, or I don't understand it fully, or it doesn't look like what I prayed? Do I just walk away? Do I just give up? Or do I continue to understand that everything shall be all right if I continue to trust? And I understand that I'm going to be tested. My testing is my purification. It keeps trying and trying and trying me until God purifies me. And He gets me to a space of testimony, which is marriage. Because I came into the understanding that in order to have a marriage, a covenant, I have to be tested. So understand, testimony and matrimony, it goes hand in hand. And matrimony is not just marriage. Matrimony is relationships. Matrimony is businesses. Matrimony is your children. Matrimony is the relationship that you have between you and God. Matrimony is also that covenant that you have with yourself, to understand I'm not going to give up no matter what comes my way. I want to be healed. I want to grow. I want to understand. Anything that I need to let go, I will let go. Anything that I need to hold on to, Lord, teach me how to hold on to it. Lord, teach me how to grip harder and longer so I can be secure in you, with understanding that it's going to be all right if I just continue to be pressed, because the pressing is the making. The press is what draws out the oil to understanding, the understanding of peace. test requires isolation. Being alone with just myself, my fears, my doubts, my lack of communication skills. Not knowing who God is. I can't have a relationship with someone else if I don't understand myself. So on today, you guys, I hope this message hit where it needs to hit. I hope you guys are blessed by understanding a different perspective of what test and testimony is. I thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Continue to keep smiling, continue to keep praising, because I understand, and you better understand, that over here, we plead Psalms 91. We plead Psalms 23 because we understand that God will fight all our battles, and we understand that He loves us just enough to love us. Have a blessed day.